Okay. Q&A day. Probably hear my kids around because that's how we roll. It's how we roll. And my camera may or may not fall. It's my little ring light holder thingy I got from Temu, or as we all found out during the Super Bowl, Temu. What? And it was like 67 cents or something. So it's not exactly like the best quality, and odds of it falling down several times or the camera slowly doing this kind of thing, they're pretty high. They're pretty high. So, fingers crossed that it turns out okay. Oh no, don't do that. Oh well, I have blue light now. Can I put you to sleep? No, because you just woke up. Oh well, it's fine. All right, what are our questions for today? First one, do you Google yourself? Second one, what's your favorite unappreciated novel? So, do you Google yourself? We'll start with this one. Yes, I have Googled myself, partially just out of curiosity as to what exactly pops up when I Google myself, and partially out of curiosity in this. Well, it's all out of curiosity, but partially what actually pops up, and partially for research in the sense of okay, if somebody is Googling my name, what things are showing up? Is my YouTube showing up? Is Instagram showing up? Is are you finding me on Barnes & Noble and Amazon? What exactly, if you search Donica Contour, what are you getting? If you search DC Contour, what are you getting? Just trying to get an idea for research purposes of what pops up most frequently. So yes, I have Googled myself. Eventually, hopefully someday, as my books gain a little bit of traction, and a little bit more following and a little bit more, I probably will eventually decide on a point where I will stop Googling myself. If I was ever to reach Taylor Swift status or J.K. Rowling status, which I probably would stop Googling myself because I don't want to know all the mean things that people are going to say, because people say mean things sometimes. Okay. What is your favorite unappreciated novel? Oh gosh, my favorite unappreciated novel. I don't know that it's necessarily unappreciated as much as it's kind of unheard of. I've never met another person that I've said, I've read this book, and they're like, oh my gosh, me too, I loved it. Most people are like, oh, I've never heard of that one. It's called Summer of My German Soldier. Bette Greene, I think. Bette Greene. I will put up a picture of it right here, and with the author's name and stuff. I can figure that out. Because I loved that story. It's a story of a girl. This is, so obviously World War II, and she's in this tiny little town, and they had various spots, I guess, throughout the U.S. where they would have POW camps. And she just happened to live in this tiny little town that had one, and kind of fell head over heels a little bit for this guy. I don't remember how they meet but she starts talking to him and meeting him through the gate or whatever, and she helps him escape because she he's one of those guys where he is a young man who joined the military because his country told him to defend the country, and so he did, and so he's got this really good heart and everything, but he didn't realize what exactly they were doing. And then when he did, he gave himself up, which is why he's a POW. Which that's prisoner of war. I don't know. I grew up in the military, so there's a lot of these acronyms I just know. And also I feel like POW is a pretty common one. The KIA, MIA, and POW are all pretty common in just regular lingo. But if you're I don't know what any of those meant, KIA is killed in action, MIA is missing in action, and POW is prisoner of war. But I really loved that one. I also loved Number the Stars. I don't know that I would call that an underappreciated novel, though. I'm pretty sure What's Her Face got like a Newbery Award or something for that one. So I don't know that you can call that one unappreciated. But I just reread that one a little while ago. I'm going to read that one to my girls. I can pop that one up right here too. I don't know I'd call it underappreciated, but it is one that I really liked. But yeah, Summer of My German Soldier was one that I have never met anybody else that had actually read it, or even heard of it. So if you have heard of it or you have read it, I would love to hear from you, because I've never met anybody else that's heard of that story. I'm looking at my bookcase from here. I have one here, but that's all Harry Potter. Like literally, it's reading Harry Potter again, Tales of Beetle the Bard, Quidditch Through the Ages, Fantastic Beasts, Looking for God in Harry Potter for Nerds, Harry Potter Bookshelf, Harry Potter first book in Korean, Harry Potter first book in Italian, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which I got that one in English. Harry Potter à l'école des sorciers, which is the first Harry Potter book in French, which is hilarious because they didn't even bother with it's Harry Potter and the School of Magic. Like, we're not even going to try with the whole Sorcerer's Stone thing. And then my actual, 1 through 7 Harry Potter series. And then the bottom is 1 through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the illustrated, which I would love. I started reading these. I haven't actually gotten to this. Look how fat that is. Have you seen these? The illustrated ones? He was doing them every year, but they get progressively bigger. So he was like, by the way, we're not going to be doing these every year. We're going to be doing them when I can do them. No, because I'm trying to film a video right now, and I don't want you particularly on the video right now, sweetheart. Okay, I guess we're done.